Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, February 11th. We are halfway through the week, okay? It is Wicked Wednesday. I will be using a lot of Oracle messages for today's reading. I think I have about 6 Oracle decks with me right now, but there's a method to my madness, y'all. You guys know that I give readings. I like to tell a story, okay? So again, I have Past Life, Inner Child, Work Your Light, Dream Oracle, Golden Future, and Angel Guide messages, okay? I don't even know if I'll be able to use charms for this, but if I can, you guys will see it in the end. If not, just know that the video was too long. Sometimes there's not enough time to put the messages into a video because I like to be a lot in depth with the messages so that you guys can get an idea or give examples and, you know, things like that, right? So let's jump into it. Let's see what you guys might need to know for today. All right, and let's get started, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to their past life, inner child, and even when it comes to the future, and what it is that they need to know when it comes to receiving clarity about their dreams, their goals, and aspirations, or anything that they want to do in this lifetime? Please always protect and guide the collective on their journey and always give them the knowledge and wisdom that they need whenever they need it at that time. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for February 11th? What do they need to know for February 11th? What does the collective need to know at this time? All right, so Archangel Gabriel, okay, communications of all kinds. There could be a change in communication. Now, this could be the way you communicate or how people communicate with you or what you are communicating about. Could be a sign, could be confirmation, but there is something to do with communication. This could be through a message, text, email, okay, but whatever it is, change is very significant. Maybe you guys are going through like your seasons of change. Okay, but the number 5 is very significant. Some of you guys are embracing change and new experiences when it comes to, you know, communication and things like that, okay? Yeah, leadership is also significant. So we have 29. Okay, someone could be born on the 29th. You don't have to, but with the number 29, this could be very significant. Okay, now obviously February only has 28 days. So again, the 29th of March might be very significant for some of you guys. Even the number 11 when it comes to you guys and your intuition. Some of you guys are taking leadership when it comes to communication. There's something about your intuition. You guys could have either went through a spiritual awakening or there's something about your soul purpose that could be very significant what you guys are taking leadership on, okay? So for some of you guys too, when it comes to deceit, there is something about betrayal and manipulation. Now, when it comes to communication, you guys could be receiving communications from your spirit team or from your guides or from other people, like, you know, from above. When it comes to leadership, there could have been something that happened when it comes to someone with authority where there was a lot of deceit and a lot of betrayal and manipulation. Now, again, this is past life energy, but there is something about this energy where you guys could have seen this, and there is something about a ring. So for some of you guys, this could be like a relationship. If it's not a relationship, this could be about a connection like with other people who were in authoritative positions. Okay, with the number 36, when I think of 36, I think of 3 and 6, which is about creativity and also love, right? And the home. So there could have been something about within the home as well, where there was a lot of deceit and also betrayal and manipulation. Okay, with the number 9, this is about, for some of you guys, endings leading to transformations, and also when it comes to letting go to ascend. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to this energy for February 11th? Thank you. Yeah, loss of power or control. So yeah, if this was about authority, there's something about communication about authoritative figures, or there's something about a loss of power or control, okay? So for some of you guys in the past, if you guys were servicing other people, okay, there could have been a sense of loss of power, like meaning, you know, if this is someone who was an authoritative figure, you could have felt like you lost your power, or they could have felt like they were in control of you and they weren't, okay? With the number 26, again, for some of you guys, number 8 could be very significant again when it comes to you stepping into your power, okay? And I did mention this again. Either you guys are completing a cycle. Yeah, community. Some of you guys are going back to community, or there's something about personal or professional connection. So there is something about past life energy where you could have learned something about the past when it comes to leadership, or when it comes to people with authority, okay? You could realize that people could try to take your power from you, or they try to control you, but they can't control a chosen one, especially if this chosen one has a lot of personal or professional connections, okay? When this person has a lot of community, you cannot take away community from somebody. Okay, either they have community, or they're building community, or there's something about the past where if this authoritative figure dismissed the chosen ones, there's something about the chosen ones taking that energy, okay, whether they learn something or they gain knowledge or whatever the case is, taking that information, taking that knowledge, taking all of that and building their own community, okay? So angel number 12 could be very significant when it comes to choices as well. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation. What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? What else do they need to know? Even also angel number 11 as well is very significant. But yeah, optimism, okay, Archangel Phanuel, and also service, 43, bringing in value. So yeah, there's something about you bringing in authority to a community, but the community that you're bringing authoritative energy to, there's a lot of optimism and hope, okay? Trusting that you guys are able to move towards calmer waters, sailing away. Service as well. So for some of you guys that are moving away from this energy, whatever this past life energy was, there's something about you guys moving into calmer waters and bringing in value where you go. Everywhere you go, you always bring value. Even if there is a lot of deceit in leadership and authoritative figures, people who have more money, more, you know, more whatever than you as a chosen one, okay? There's something about you coming back and bringing back value. Right? So for some of you guys, okay, with this energy, that might be confirmation for some of you guys, even with the number 7. And I did mention angel number 11 and 12. So yeah, 11 and 12, okay, like going in sequence. Okay, so take what resonates with that. We also have here 33. Okay, so Archangel Raziel, inspiration, mysteries, and Akashic records. Okay, something to do with you being supported by the universe when it comes to helping people open up their records. Okay, this is about tapping into your creativity as well. Solar plexus and also sacral chakra. At the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Raphael when it comes to love, healing, and also miracles. Okay, so this could be you guys when it comes to past life energy. Okay, and again, when it comes to past life energy, this could have been you. You could have been this person, and there's something about you remembering, you know, who you are as a person. So when it comes to inner child healing, let's find out what else you guys might need to know when it comes to this energy. So because again, this is past life energy, if you forgot who you were, there's something about your inner child that could be triggering also you to remember who you are. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know when it comes to their inner child healing? Be present, okay? Right now, when it comes to the number 333 is very significant. Spirit is saying to be very present at this time. Find clarity in the moment, okay? So take what resonates with that. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to their creativity or receiving clarity at this time about this present moment? Choose yourself today, okay? Do not deny your importance, okay? That's confirmation. Stepping into your power is very significant. Some of you guys are choosing yourself, okay, when it comes to stepping into your power with the number 8, okay? For some of you guys, too, this is about death and transformations as well. So this one says, review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold, okay? Take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation again for some of you guys too, okay? So again, take what resonates with this. This is confirmation, especially when it comes to sailing away, sailing boats, and trusting in, you know, the divine and the purpose that you guys may have, okay? We also have here 29, run wild, okay? The number 29 is very significant, okay? I don't know who this is resonating with, but the number 29 is very significant, and also 28, okay? But whatever this energy is, run wild. Let your inner child or inner wild child run forth, okay? Transformations are very significant. If you see this horse has butterfly wings on it. We are in the year of the horse, okay? And butterflies talk about transformation. So there's something about you being able to trailblaze and move forward without any, you know, worries or any feeling of, you know, if I do this, this is going to happen. Like, you have all the necessary need to be able to move forward with this trust with the universe, okay? It's safe for you to move forward, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have get lost, fall deep into the realm of imagination. The number 15, this is talking about change of heart, healing relationships, okay? This is about heart-centered truth, okay? And evolving love when it comes to your growth versus, you know, your vulnerability, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to your inner child, these are the things that maybe you guys could be wanting to do, okay? When it comes to, you know, yourself and what you guys are going through and your circumstances, okay, take what resonates with that. But now we're going to see about what you guys could be doing now. Everything from the past that you guys have dealt with when it comes to past life energy and tapping into your inner child at this moment. There's something about you guys working your light. So let's find out what you guys need to know when it comes to working your light. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to them working their light at this time? What do they need to know? Thank you. So the age of light, it says you've been training for this for lifetimes, okay? So meaning you've been here before. This is not your first rodeo. This is not your first show. This is not your first, you know, time on Earth, okay? Some of you guys are aliens. You guys are, you know, star seeds. You guys are, we're not from here. All right, guys, we're human, but we're not from here. Okay, I had a conversation with someone about this yesterday saying they felt like they're an alien. Trust me, you're an alien. We're all aliens. We're not from here. Okay, like literally feeling like, you know, you don't belong is very significant, but know that there's a reason why you don't belong. There's gifts and talents and skill sets that you guys have that you guys haven't even tapped into yet. And these messages are showing confirmation that you're on the right path, right? So again, you guys are being trained, or you guys have been trained for this. Star Mother. Some of you guys are learning how to mother yourself, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have Warrior Woman. Okay, it says, have you answered your deepest calling? Whether you are masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Sword energy, okay, when it comes to the mental, have you gone out your way to step into your deepest calling? Do you know what your deepest calling is? And if you know what your deepest calling is, what steps are you taking in order to move forward towards that? Okay, so again, unbound, right? For some of you guys are releasing soul patterns, you guys are releasing contracts and past lives. Okay, confirmation, especially with the past life deck. I didn't know that that was going to show up, but that's at the bottom of the deck, right? So that's confirmation for some of you as well. So some of you guys are not supposed to be led by other people who feel like they are leaders in, you know, your day-to-day normal life, okay? So people who because they have a bachelor's or a master's or whatever the case is, like education, right? I like to joke around and say education, but don't use that word. That's not a real word. I just made that up. But education is very significant, right? There is something about, you know, people assuming because they have all the credentials or they have all the licensings and all that things behind their name, like their title, but people don't realize that authority and leadership comes from within. Some people are just born to be leaders. Some people are just born to be authoritative people. Okay, some people are just born. They just have it. Okay, what's the song by Lady Gaga? Baby, I was born this way. Like, there's nothing that you can do about how you were made. Okay, some people are just born to have that inner power and that inner strength. And when you walk into a room and when you step into a room, people feel that energy about you. Okay, it's not hard to miss. It's not hard to pass by. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation as well. Yep, intuition is very significant, you guys. Fishes are very significant. We talked about this. Fish talks about, you know, pregnancies, birth, things like that, rebirth, and all that good stuff. Your intuition could be heightened at this time. Pisces energy could be very significant too as we are getting closer to Pisces season. So obviously take what resonates. We have here trust. Moon cycles are also significant too, and also inspire. There's something about you trusting about how you inspire people or the inspiration that you give to other people. Music and also instruments are very significant. Some of you guys are connected through music, or there's something about you guys tapping in with music, okay? So obviously take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation, right? And also remembering who you are, like I had said before, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have commit. There's something that you guys are working towards or working on, and you guys are being committed, or you guys are being told to be committed to that, okay? And that could be confirmation for some of you too. So when it comes to your future, let's see what else shows up, okay? Golden future energy. So this could be something that you guys are being, you know, prepared to do for the next few weeks, months, maybe even a year from now. But again, these messages are timeless, okay? Yeah, we have here 33, a lot of threes, okay, guys? 33, 333 is very significant. There's something about blueprint for 5D humanity. Remember your gifts and powers, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to hummingbirds, okay, butterflies, that kind of stuff, those are signs and synchronicities, okay, for some of you guys. Bubbles are very significant, meaning like you guys are being protected at this time in a little bubble, okay? And also when it comes to, like, you know, when kids blow bubbles with those, like, you know, the little bubble makers or whatever, the bubble gun machine and all that stuff, that could be confirmation as well. Tapping into your inner child and learning that you tapping into your inner child is what brings you success, okay? Not realizing that your gifts and talents could bring you success, could bring you money, but it's almost like you have to believe in yourself in order for you to be able to move forward, okay? Crystalline light body, build your crystalline, okay, Merkaba, okay? So there's something about lotus flowers are very significant. Some of you guys could be planting seeds for something new, okay? Something to do with you guys connecting with yourself, connecting with your flower, meaning your lotus, meaning yourself. Okay, self-love is very significant too, but take what resonates. And again, hummingbirds and butterflies are very significant. So there's something about messengers and transformations. Yeah, spiritual technology. Expand your imagination and share your vision, okay? So the number 43 is also very significant, okay? And sexuality, being able to express pure love, okay? Free energy at the bottom of the deck. Be a powerhouse, okay? So the number 38, community, okay? So again, confirmation. Take what resonates with that. So yeah, you guys are on the right path, guys. It's just to trust and have faith. Trust and have faith that you will inspire who needs to be inspired, okay? Yeah, for some of you guys, there's a sacred plan. Some of you guys could be working on a sacred plan, or you guys are the sacred plan, okay? But whatever this is, there is something about planning that's very significant, especially when it comes to stepping into your power and intention. Okay, yeah, honesty and communication. At the bottom of the deck, we have harmony and resolutions, okay, guys? I love this message for you guys. This was very, very positive. This was very positive. Like, I love this. You know why I love it? Because I can tell that you guys are doing the inner work and it shows. And that is why I'm proud of you guys. Even if you guys may not see that, you know, energy or that shift, I see it in the readings. Be very proud of yourself, guys. Pat yourselves on the back. Congratulate yourself, even for small milestones. It doesn't matter how small it is. Always, 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 always be proud of your small growths. Okay? So let's see what else shows up. All right, guys, so we have here initials Z, we have initials X, we have initials V, we also have initials C, we also have initials R, we have initials F. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Unfortunately, this doesn't spell anything, but initials X is very significant. So somebody could have, like, you know, a specific name. I don't know why. The only name I could think of with an X is like Xavier. Okay, but take what resonates with that. But someone's name could have these initials in their name, so please take what resonates. Keys are very significant. This is about unlocking new opportunities, new doors, okay? Planting seeds and unlocking those seeds, especially for people who are trailblazing behind you, is very significant at this time. We have Virgo energy, we have Taurus energy, and we also have Leo energy as well. So when it comes to you guys being very detail oriented, or, you know, very persistent, or, you know, showing up as someone who's very trustworthy, you know, you guys are showing up in this very playful, inner child-like type of energy, with Leo showing up here. Now, it's not to say that Leos are childish, they're not, but that inner child of that warmth, that, you know, freedom, being able to speak how you want to feel how you want to, you know, do whatever you want to do, that kind of energy, right? Not being scared about what people think and say or do, you know, when it comes to your energy. And it's not to say that Leos don't feel anything. They do, but it's just the way that they go about certain things. So even when it comes to leadership, some of you guys are tapping into that childlike inner child energy, but still showing up as very stern and disciplined, okay, and responsible, okay? And that's the energy that you guys are in at this time. So I'm going to end it here. I love this for you guys. You know, keep moving in this energy. Keep showing up for yourselves. You know, I'm proud of you guys. Even if you guys, you know, don't hear this a lot, you know, I'm very proud of you guys and your growth. And, you know, I can't wait to see what you guys decide to do with this new energy that you guys are stepping into. You know, I love to see people who take the inner time to do the inner work and, you know, show up for themselves, because again, that means you guys are not giving up on yourselves, and I love that for you guys. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube, and also on my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. All right, love you guys. Bye.